we wanted to do is reintroduce our native foods to our tribal people that are on the journey, because often when we're on the journey, we're walking right by some of the best and healthiest foods to eat, and a lot of times we don't know what they are, and so we're hoping that this will be almost like a cultural education for people to also introduce their taste buds to native foods.
Friends and relatives, what you see in the middle is our first foods. These roots and these berries are gathered at certain times of the year. We come together in longhouses like this to share meals. But first of all, we remember what we gave our word to Creator, the Dukwibah. When human beings won the right to make this our food, that we remember to honor each and every relative. Siyaya. We're related to that elk, to that deer, to the roots and to the berries. I want to thank our cooks that have been working so diligently. I know you're proud of the food you're cooking.
So what was your role in all of this?
I'm the clam cook.
Oh my gosh.
I do clams on the stones. I went and gathered river rock so we could, and built two clam pits for this occasion. We usually do the clam pits, a smaller version of them. We don't usually have to cook this many clams, so and we do it for services as well. And it's something I enjoy doing. Something that it makes me feel well. It makes me better with life, and it's not work. It's relaxing at the same time as agitating.
Wow.
So I enjoy it.
I am from Las Vegas, and I brought about 10 chefs and cooks out to help coordinate, and we're just assisting and with the tribe and the casinos involved in it. So it's like a team effort, and it's all coming together pretty well.
Wow. With the native foods, is it a lot different than others because it's not so plentiful, or is it?
The native foods, yeah. I mean, I've learned a lot with we've done the traditional, the clams cooked in the pit and the salmon, over the alderwood, and it's been a great experience for us too, because there's foods that we haven't been exposed to or familiar with, so it's been great.
Do you think you're going to be able to take that with you?
Oh, definitely. There's some great cooks out here, and we've had a lot of fun.
Nice.
So.
Thank you. So how long has it taken to plan for this? Because you're doing 2 dinners here tonight.
Yeah, we're doing a total of 8 dinners and 9 breakfasts, and then total of probably 70,000 people we're feeding through the whole event. Yeah, and the menu changes every day.
Yeah, it does.
We did gooey duck chowder and elk stew the first day, and just different foods every day.
I'm Marilyn Bard. My father is Emmett Oliver, Quinault, and my mother was Georgia Oliver from Isleta Pueblo, and I had the opportunity to go down to New Mexico to Laguna and help my cousin with Laguna Feast. And at Laguna Feast, they make a lot of different stews. And so what I brought today was from my mother's side, and it's a hominy stew. Some has pork, some vegetarian, with their chilies that are from the Southwest, of course. And then the other feasts are like chili, regular chili, different kinds of stews, Indian bread. And the dancers go out and dance in the plaza, and they take breaks and they go into the people's homes. And they take turns eating like 6 at a time, and you feed them, all the people that come to dance and come to see, about 6 people about every 20 minutes. And it goes on all day, and that's what the feasts are all about.
So I decided to make nettle pesto just to kind of stretch it a little bit. I had about a gallon stored away just for the journey, and it took a long time to get a gallon of nettles because once you blanch them, they shrink up quite a bit. So where you might have a full grocery bag full, after you blanch them, they get into about maybe a little bit smaller than the size of a softball. So it's actually a tremendous amount of nutrients and minerals, and what I did was just cut them half with nettle and basil leaf, like local grown basil leaf, and fresh garlic, some pecorino cheese, and organic extra virgin olive oil from Greece. And yeah, just blended it up. But so it stretches a bit, and you know, just maybe a tablespoon of this would have the same amount of calcium and magnesium and iron as maybe, I would say, about 4 cups of kale. So it makes kale look like iceberg lettuce.
Right.
It's really like nutrient dense, and it's such a gift. It's a really good food. So
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you. So how is it with all these native foods?
Great.
Is it just impressed? Or did you know you were going to get all this?
No.
Surprised.
It's kind of breathtaking.
I would have had the third plate.
Yeah, I was surprised to see the venison legs couldn't cook.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Reva beef?
Yeah. You can sample whatever you want on this
Okay.
plate. Is it good?
Oh my gosh. This is so delicious.
The fritters our cooks have been preparing and cooking, and they probably cooked about 5,000 fritters. And the gooey ducks have came from some of our gooey duck harvesters.
Oh my gosh. This is so delicious. Let's try it.
Try some camas.
Camas?
Oh, those are oysters.
Oyster. Okay, I was like, they look like. They're so awesome.
These are
camas.
Yeah, the camas.
Oh my god, yeah, I feel good. Like, this is really good food.
Dried clams, venison sausage, fresh oysters.
Okay. You guys have power on both of those?
This is fish head soup.
That is beautiful.
And then hawthorn berry, rose hips, hibiscus, and a little bit of licorice as a sweetener. So it's a really good tea for diabetes and heart health, and preventing all sorts of other chronic diseases.
You're going to carve.
Awesome. It just feels good to drink it, like inside of it's not just doesn't taste good, but it just feels good, like in my spirit.
All day I picked lots of berries. It's hard to believe, you know,
Let me see
looking
your
around
hands.
here now. Well, I scrubbed them away.
I know, see, but you can still tell. I can still tell.
There was berries all
Berry
over this
finger.
table. They went quick to all these people here. You can dry them and make berry cakes. So we had samples of salal berry cakes that were mixed with wild strawberry.
Oh my god.
They're an important traditional winter food.
Oh, these are your books. I don't have this one. I have that one. This is this one.
Along with the camps, we're setting up a station, and we're doing herbal medicine a long journey. Not just here.
awesome.
Yeah,
Good.
just right at the camps.
And then blow the ash off of them and pick them up with these tongs and drop them in the hot water and boil food. And we just did this at the treatment center, and we boiled, it was 5 gallons in 20 minutes, which is the same amount of time that it would take on the stovetop. So it's amazing to think about how technologically advanced the Ventwood box is and how efficient it is.
Yes, please. This is our ischiate. It's chia fresca. Basically, we made a limeade with lime juice and honey, and we added the chia seed to it. But you can add these chia seeds to just about any liquid, soups, yogurt, smoothies, or you can toast it and grind it and add it to baked goods as well. It's a super food. It has all of the nutrients and vitamins and protein and fiber you could need. It has more calcium than 2 cups of milk. It's so healthy. And it helps combat all these.
Oh my gosh. Yes, very good.
Chia seed is a sage seed. Everybody knows it as the chia pet. And it hasn't been known as a food until recently. It's been rediscovered. It's the 3rd most important grain to the Aztecs, and that's where the word chia comes from. Chian, it means oily. It's full of omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, protein, potassium, the stuff that helps your body absorb calcium and potassium, etc. It goes on, and iron, etc. And so what we're making is chia fresca. We prehydrate the seed. It's super hydrophilic, means it loves water. It'll absorb up to 12 times its weight in water. And so we prehydrate it, so if you doesn't take any water out of your system. She's making limeade. Then we're going to add a sufficient amount to the limeade, and it's called chia fresca. It's like bubble tea, but the old style, you know. And the seeds are very small. They don't really have much of a taste until you toast them, then grind them, and then you can make other things from that.
I can't get enough salmon because you know the doctor even has me on fish oil or omega oil and all that. So I always try to get as much fish in my diet as I can. And then the clam chowders, it seems like it always helps you when you're really sick. It does me anyway. It helps me to get better. I don't know if it's something within the clam that does it. So I know I really appreciate living in an area where I have plenty of seafood.
Oh, good.
So to me, traditional foods is very important. Salmon has lots of natural nutrition in there, like the oils. So, and that's what we're missing. All of our beaches at Cowichan and Vancouver Island is polluted. We cannot get clams over there. And that's why I'm really indulgent on these clams.
She tell me, dolls, that when you get sick like this, you do what I'm telling you to do. So you get seafood, oysters, clam chowder, get that and take that and heal your inside. And that's what we're famous for, you know, our clams, our clammer, and our gooey ducks, and all that. And I swear to God in heaven I could live off of that.
When I was growing up, I spent a lot of time with my grandpa, and he shared with me when he was a young man, he spent some time with his grandmother in Seattle during the Great Depression, and there was hardly any foods and stuff, and he came home and he said, I will always be able to provide for my family, whether it be fishing, hunting, or gathering. And he spent a lot of time with me teaching me how to hunt, and that's what I like to share with my boys.
Where we come from, we're big elk eaters and deer eaters, so my family's all hunters, and so we always have these foods. We don't really ever buy meat or anything from the store, so yeah. At home, you know, during our other ceremonies, we do a lot of other things besides what we've seen here. We do roots and did all the berries and all the different things like that at home, so and have first food ceremonies and stuff like that at home, so
good.
Yeah.
Where's home?
Grand Round.
Oh, okay, Grand Round.
We got the winged, the ducks, the hoofed, the deer, and the elk. There's no black Angus around here.
Yay!
There's no unhappy cows.
Yep.
We got happy elk and deer that roam the forest yet, where they eat these other foods, the roots and the berries. As traditionally, we as human beings, we took the right to partake them as food when we won that great Slachal game in the beginning of time. When we as human beings forgot how to take care of this earth, and we made a pact with the Dukwiba, the changer, that we would take care of them. And if we don't take care of them, they're not going to be here no more. We see mass destruction and mass harvesting of our forests and only planting one kind of tree that's causing erosion in our lives.
It's about tribal food sovereignty, and that is such an important topic, and it's different from what we're seeing happening in the food movement, because we're not farmers and ranchers, we're harvesters and hunters and fishermen, and to put these foods on the table helps us to remember who we are and where we come from, and that's really powerful. To bring the plant people and the joyous berries and put them out on the table this way is so, it's such a gift. because they're precious and they're worth caring about. And we're at a time right now where it's so important to make sure that we are, decolonizing our diet and revitalizing our traditional food systems. And this is the start of that. And to see that be a part of Journey is so powerful.